It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Talk that talk.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 25th. The year is 2026. And here comes Grayson again. He heard the countdown. He's ready to attack. Grayson has been trying to get in my lap since I sat in his chair. Grayson knows a way to climb, almost like Cirque du Soleil. Get between my legs, put his two front paws on my lap, and then pull his two hind legs up, and then jump up on my lap so quickly. You still need a bath, still stinky. Well, I got the detergent. I had a lady who was supposed to be giving a bath. She said she can't make it over to April 9th. We can't wait till April 9th, which is my birthday. We can't be waiting that long for stinky baths. So they will be giving a bath today. Anyway, I'm doing much better. I've been going to the gym every day. Literally every day I've been going to the gym, working on my leg, doing the exercise with my physical trainer. Physical therapist showed me what to do. I found a few things on the internet. I'm back walking, getting better and better every day. I'm so glad I had that surgery and I got it over with. And I'm getting back to normal, which is what we would all want after you have surgery. Of course, surgery isn't fun. We all know that, but I got back to normal. So earlier this week, on Sunday, I went to do physical therapy. And when I left there, I went to go meet someone in Midtown to take care of something. And while I was in Midtown, I decided, well, let me just go. I drove by a club at 10th and Piedmont. Right across the street, there's a Flying Biscuit. Those of you who know what a Rainbow Walk is, there's Flying Biscuits, there's Blake's, and there's a restaurant on that corner called La Casa. I don't know. It used to be a bookstore. So when I was circling the block, nobody was in line. I saw people inside. I was looking for a spot to park. So as I'm circling around trying to find somewhere to park, I did notice a line starting to form outside the bar / restaurant / club, lounge, whatever you want to call it. So I finally found somewhere to park, and I walked up down the street to the club. As I'm walking up, I see a long line, and I went on to the back of the line. It was like, it shouldn't be that long, because literally no one was there just a few minutes ago. Now we have this line, so the line should be short. So as I'm standing in line, I noticed some of the other guys sitting next to me. They said, hey, it's the second line over there. There's another line forming. I said, why they got two lines? And I said, So we really couldn't hear because we were kind of away from the door. And then finally we heard the security guard. She screamed out, $40 to skip the line, $20 at the door. So I was like, okay, so what did she say? And the guy, he repeated, said, you pay $40 to skip the line to get inside the club. You have $40 to her to skip the line. There's a massive line that's been formed out of nowhere. $40 to skip the line, and then an additional $20 when you get inside. So that's $60 that you're going to have to pay to get inside this place. So I said, well, the line just formed here just that fast. I figured I'm gonna wait out here. I ain't about to pay no $40 and $60. I'm not that desperate to get into this club. I really should have took my black ass home. I should have took my ass home is what I should have done. When I left that gym, I met that friend of mine to take care of something. I should immediately got my ass on over to Kroger, picked up them eggs and sausage and bacon that I needed or whatever I bread for breakfast the next day and took my black ass home. That would have resolved all those problems. But instead, now I'm standing in this line. Because now I'm investing because I done stood out here for about 15, 20 minutes. And the line is creeping. But I see mainly a lot of people are moving from my line, going over to the other line. Grayson, damn. A lot of people over there, what do I have to put you in the cage? A lot of people over in the other line, because they decided, well, shit, this line ain't moving nowhere, so they decide that they're going to pay the $40 to get through the door, and then the $20 to get for a band. So I don't club. I'll go to a bar that frequently. And let me explain something to y'all. Motherfucking hell would freeze over before I get them motherfuckers $40 at the security. This security guard, she wants you to cash app her $40, or you can give her the cash. And then once you walk through the door, you got to give them an additional $20. I'm doing that shit for to get into this hellhole place. This damn sunroom is about in kitchen about the size of that damn place. I'm like, why am I doing that? I don't even wasn't all that important for me. Little did I know I was gonna be standing outside that club for an hour. An hour. I'm standing there. Now y'all know I didn't have hip replacement, so I'm going from one knee to the next knee, exercising out there, doing my little exercises. Like, okay, I'm standing here. Like, okay, you know, I'm thinking any minute they're gonna be done with all the people paying this little skip price, the blackmail skip price, and then we can get on in here to pay our fee, which is $20 to get on in there. That was not the case. This just went on and on and on. This is why I don't like going to you niggas' places of business here in Atlanta, because you're too fucking stupid. You're too stupid. We got to be blackmailed into giving this bitch $40 and then paying another $20 when you go inside. Just because we get into this funky place. It wasn't even worth it for me. And I really wish I had left. Really wish I had stayed my ass home just to keep it real, because it just wasn't worth it. So finally I get to the very front of the line. It took me forever to get to the very front. I'm standing there. And this woman is literally taking people phones and with my cash app, they going back and forth, figuring out the cash app. You know, while we sitting there watching this, I'm like, this is unreal. This is how we do business in Atlanta. This is how we do business in Atlanta. Cash app me $40 so you can walk through the door and give them $20. $60. You know, I don't like going to these black owned businesses. I'm keeping because they want to charge you for parking. Them niggas want to charge you for parking. There's so many fees that come up. It's just ridiculous, the stuff that they charge. Quiet. What is going on out there? It's just ridiculous, the fees that they charge. Why do they want to charge all this much? Why? Grayson, get over here. I said, come on. Here, Grayson, look what I got. Look what I got. Cause you determined. Come here. Get your ass over here. I ain't got nothing for your ass. Got this damn shoe I'm not using. But anyway, I don't like supporting these black-owned businesses because they want all this money, and the experience just ain't worth it. The experience is not worth it. Quiet! Get over here, Grayson. Somebody out in the yard doing some work. Come here, Grayson. Because you know what? You was quiet until I started this video. Come here, Grayson. Grayson, come here. You were so quiet until I started this damn video. Quiet as a mouse. As soon as I started this damn video, you got a problem. Why? What is this? Why? As I was saying, I hate just trying to. Every time I support a black-owned business in Atlanta, you pay so much more money. Why? I don't care if it's a restaurant, a doctor's office, a dentist's office. Everything's so much more expensive. And it's like, okay, well, why are you so expensive when across the street they have the price? Why is it so expensive? That's like racing fight because you ain't getting loose to go bark and make all that racket. I don't understand it. Why are black businesses so expensive? So I finally did get into the restaurant, lounge slash nightclub slash hookah spot, packed, couldn't even move. Made my way to the bar, get a little drink, because I done stood there for a whole hour. And give me a little drink. I really don't drink, but I said, I'm in this rat hole. And I'll tell you about that in 2 seconds. I ordered my little drink. I just tell her, just give me a Grey Goose and Grey Goose and cranberry, with a little lime. She makes the drink, hands me the thing so I can tap my credit card. They charged me $20 for that drink. Now, I'm sipping on the drink. At this point, I'm like, ooh. Now I had to ask her, did you give me Grey Goose? She said, yeah. She held up the bottle, Grey Goose. That bottle may have said Grey Goose, but that vodka inside that bottle was definitely not Grey Goose. I know what Grey Goose tastes like. I'm only drink vodka. But she gave me was something horrible. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, they didn't change. I've heard about this stuff. I've heard about people taking empty premium liquor bottles and putting the cheap stuff in it. You know, I'm like, that's what they do. They take the cheap stuff and they take an empty bottle. I'm tired of you barking. They take the cheap stuff and pour it into these high-end bottles. So I was definitely not drinking Grey Goose at all. So it was not good. It was some cheap vodka. So I just said, okay, we doing playing this game. Now, I'm in this club. It's a gay club. It's a Sunday night. Sunday night, it's about 8:30, maybe 9, maybe somewhere up in there. Packed full of people. And wasn't a cute guy in that building. Y'all, when I tell you that there was not one attractive guy that I saw in that entire club. I saw men with fingernail polish, purses, ghetto hairdos, weird clothes. It was not good. And I'm sitting around there looking at them. Of course, they found me attractive and running up, touching all over me, feeling all over me. I want to where you going to ask us crazy questions. What is this? Why can't we just live in peace in this damn house, Gracie? Oh, somebody else can pull up their black ass here. Not a cute guy in that place. Not one. Not one. And I'm at to pause this in about 2 seconds because somebody's pulled up here. And it's going to get real crazy in here in a minute. Child should have bought me a condo. This old raggedy house. Yeah, it's still doing some work inside this damn thing. But anyway, it was no cute guys in that club last night, y'all. That Sunday night, it was terrible. Fine. If you want to put fingernail polish on, fine. If you want to carry, everybody got a purse. That was another thing that was taking for everybody to get into the club. They had to look through these purses full of what? I'm like, what are these niggas carrying these damn purses? What is this? What is this purse phenomenon? What's inside of it? She had to dig through it to make sure them niggas ain't got no guns in there or something. You know, big ass purses. I mean, I'm like, who would bring a big ass purse like that? What's the point? But yeah, not good. I should have stayed my ass at home. I did not have any fun at that damn place. Then I got inside with loud ass rap music, which shit was so damn loud. I didn't have a nice time. And it's not that I'm older or anything like that, because there was no place to move. They didn't put all these couches there, everybody's sitting on the couch. there's nowhere to get around. There's no dance floor. There's no nothing. They have these sections now that take up the whole club. So you're sitting, and they're sitting on the top of the couches. I mean, what is the purpose of buying this section in this rat hole? I'm thinking, okay, I feel like we're in the juke joint on Sinners. You know, but there was no place to dance, no place to move around. So everybody's just sitting on the back of a couch or just kind of hanging out in the way, and people are shoving, trying to get through. And I'm thinking, okay. And then the music was ghetto and loud. This wasn't my type of crowd. And there was some ugly niggas in there. They were gruesome. They were ugly. I don't know what else to say. Don't nobody work out. Nobody exercise. Nobody take care of their health. What's up with these nappy-ass hairstyles that don't nobody want to maintain a comb? And, just like, what is going on here? And they thought they were looking good. Not at all. I should have stayed, took my black ass home. All together before the night was over. It just wasn't for me. And that's why I don't go out in Atlanta. Because I'm not into these man pursers and fingernails and overweight lovers in the house. I mean, nobody takes care of their health. Where are the cute guys at? Not there. And that's about, recently, the last few times I went out, I literally just sat there, and of course they're coming up to me, trying to talk to me, and I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not interested in you. I mean, yeah, I'm single, but god damn, if y'all just saw them ugly, gruesome niggas in there, they were ugly. And they were just ugly. It just wasn't nothing cute in there. Just nobody exercises, nobody go to the gym, nobody work out. It was packed with some gruesome motherfuckers. For this to be Atlanta to be this hot spot, you would think you just saw nice, attractive guys in there, and that was not the case. At least none that I saw. None. But anyway, what's taking this person so long to get out their damn car and ring the doorbell? But anyway. I am about to get off of this video because I need to eat some of this chicken I got in here. I might have to go by the tag office. Something's going on with one of my cars. They said that the tag registration was never renewed last year. And I'm like, what? You mean I went how in the possible could I have drove that car for a whole year without renewing that tag? That just doesn't make sense to me. And the lady, she's looking on the computer and she's like, yeah, she said it wasn't renewed. I said, how could you, I had insurance on it, of course, but how could it have not been renewed? I go online every year and renew it. She said, maybe it's an error, but you need to go down there and talk to them. So that would be the next step, to go down there and talk with them to see why it wasn't renewed, what the problem was. Hopefully it will be resolved, because that's definitely a problem. Well, anyway, I probably have to go over there today to get that resolved. But anyway, what do y'all think about the Atlanta nightlife? What do y'all think about these clubs and all these fees and all this money and all this shit you gotta pay? You gotta pay the security and pay this person, pay for this and pay for that. What are your thoughts about all this shit? I'm just curious what you all think. Do you think it's a ripoff? The security guard charging people $40 to pay her, and then you got to go inside and pay another $20 to get in. Did this make sense? Because I didn't pay it, but I should have took my ass home. That was my sign right there when I stood out there, and I like to people watch. When I stood outside the club, I was doing a lot of people watching. And as I was watching, I realized this crowd is rough. Ghetto. Like there used to be a club called the Marquette. Crowd kind of reminded me of that. They were young. They were all ages, just whatever. But it clearly was not for me. I have more fun when I go out of town, when I go out of the country. I don't like the club scenes and bars here in the United States, particularly gay bars. I don't particularly care for it. It's not for me. Anyway, today is Wednesday, March 25th. The year is 2026. I'm out of here, and I'll speak to you all later. Let me get this thing going, and I'm out. Y'all have a great day.